The door creaked open just as I stepped into our shared apartment after a grueling day at the office. There, in the dim glow of the living room lamp, was my best friend Jordan locked in a passionate embrace with a man I'd never seen before. My keys slipped from my hand, clattering to the floor, and in that instant, the world I'd known for 10 years crumbled like a house of cards. I froze, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. Jordan pulled away, his eyes wide with shock, the stranger scrambling to his feet and mumbling excuses as he bolted for the door. "Alex, wait. It's not what it looks like," Jordan stammered, but his voice cracked, betraying the lie even as he spoke it. We'd been roommates since college, inseparable through thick and thin, sharing dreams of climbing the corporate ladder in bustling New York City. He was the golden boy from a conservative Midwest family, always talking about settling down with a nice girl someday. And me? I was Alex Thompson, the quiet analyst at our tech firm, hiding my own secrets behind a facade of normalcy. But this was a bombshell I never saw coming. Jordan paced the room, running his hands through his messy black hair. His usual confident demeanor shattered. "I didn't want you to find out like this," he said, collapsing onto the couch. "I've been figuring things out. That guy, he's just someone from a bar. It doesn't mean anything." But his words hung heavy in the air, laced with unspoken truths. I sat across from him, my mind racing. How long had this been going on? Was our friendship built on deception? The silence stretched, broken only by the distant hum of city traffic outside our Brooklyn window. As the night wore on, Jordan confessed bits and pieces. He'd always felt different, he said, but his family, strict Catholics from Ohio, would never understand. His father, a retired military man, preached about traditional values, and his mother dreamed of grandchildren from a proper marriage. "If they knew, it'd kill them," he whispered, tears welling in his eyes. I nodded, pretending to empathize, but inside, a storm brewed. I'd buried my own attraction to men deep down, convinced it was a phase I'd outgrow. Seeing Jordan like this forced me to confront the mirror he'd unwittingly held up. The next morning, I woke to the smell of coffee brewing. Jordan was in the kitchen, acting like nothing happened, flipping pancakes with forced cheer. "Hey man, about last night. Let's just forget it. Okay? We're cool." But we weren't. Tension simmered beneath every conversation. At work, where we both slaved away in cubicles at Innovatech, a startup pushing AI software, I caught myself watching him. His laugh with colleagues, his focused stare at the screen, everything felt different now. During lunch, he avoided my gaze, opting for small talk about the latest project deadlines instead. That afternoon, our boss called a team meeting. Jordan presented his pitch for a new algorithm, his voice steady, but I saw the cracks, the slight tremor in his hands, the forced smile. In the break room, I cornered him. "You can't just pretend this away, Jord. What if someone else finds out?" He shot me a glare. "Like who? You gonna tell?" The accusation stung, but it planted a seed of doubt. Was I trustworthy? Or would fear push me to betray him? Days blurred into a routine laced with unease. Jordan started staying out late, coming home with excuses about networking events. I knew better. One night, I couldn't sleep, scrolling through my phone when a notification popped up. A mutual friend tagging him in a photo at a gay bar in the village. My stomach twisted. Why hide it from me, of all people? I confronted him the next day. "You're living a double life, man. It's gonna blow up." He exploded. "What do you know about it? You've got your perfect little world. No family breathing down your neck." His words hit hard, echoing my own hidden struggles. The conflict escalated when Jordan's parents announced a surprise visit. "They're coming for the weekend," he said, panic in his voice. "You gotta help me cover." I agreed, but resentment built. We staged the apartment like a straight bachelor's pad, hiding anything remotely suggestive. His mom, Evelyn, arrived with homemade cookies and hugs, gushing about setting him up with her friend's daughter. His dad, Frank, clapped me on the back, praising our manly setup. Dinner was torture. Jordan laughing at their jokes, me forcing smiles while inside. I seethed at the charade. That night, After they retired to the guest room, Jordan whispered thanks. But as I lay in bed, I realized the cost. Enabling his lie meant burying my truth deeper. The pressure mounted, and I wondered how long before it all cracked. Jordan's choices were pulling us both into a vortex of deception. And the price? Our friendship, teetering on the edge. The weekend with Jordan's parents dragged on like a bad dream. Frank spent Saturday grilling steaks on our tiny balcony, lecturing about real men and responsibility. Evelyn fussed over Jordan, hinting at weddings and babies. I played along, but every nod felt like a betrayal of myself. Jordan avoided eye contact, his laughs too loud, his stories too polished. By Sunday brunch, the strain showed. His hands shook as he poured coffee. "You okay, son?" Frank asked, brow furrowed. Jordan mumbled about work stress, but I saw the truth. The weight of their expectations was crushing him. After they left, waving from their rental car, Jordan slumped against the door. "Thanks for having my back, Alex." But gratitude turned to tension when I snapped. "This can't go on forever. You're gonna have to tell them someday." He whirled on me. "Easy for you to say. You've got no one to disappoint." His words ignited my own fire. "You think I don't? My family's in Texas, Bible Belt Central. They'd disown me if they knew." The confession slipped out, raw and unintended. Jordan's eyes widened. "Knew what?" Silence fell heavy as lead. I'd never said it aloud, not even to myself. That revelation shifted everything. Jordan pressed, and under the dim kitchen light, I admitted my struggles. I felt it since high school, but I pushed it down. Dated girls, played the part. He nodded, a flicker of understanding crossing his face. "Me too. But lately, I can't anymore." We talked till dawn, sharing stories of suppressed feelings, stolen glances. For the first time, our friendship felt real, unmasked. But vulnerability bred complication. As days passed, stolen moments, a brush of hands, lingering looks, stirred something deeper. Was it friendship or more? At work, the pressure cooker intensified. Our project hit a snag, deadlines looming. Jordan threw himself into code, but distractions showed, late nights out affecting his focus. One meeting, he fumbled a presentation, our boss, Mr. Hargrove, barking criticism. "Get your head in the game, Thompson." Wait, that was aimed at me? No, Jordan's last name was Hale. But the mix-up highlighted our entanglement. After, in the elevator, Jordan gripped my arm. "I need to sort this out. Help me?" His plea tugged at me, but helping meant risking exposure. Social ripples spread. Our friend group noticed changes. Jordan ditching happy hours for other plans. Rumors swirled. "Is he seeing someone?" I deflected, but guilt gnawed. One evening, at a bar with buddies, Mike joked about Jordan's absences. Probably chasing tail in the wrong places. Laughter erupted, but it cut deep. I excused myself, heart racing. Outside, I called Jordan. "People are talking. You gotta be careful." He sighed. "I know, but living a lie is killing me." The turning point came when Jordan invited me to a support group for LGBTQ professionals. "Just to observe," he said. Reluctant, I went. In a nondescript community center in Manhattan, stories poured out. Coming out horrors, family rejections, career setbacks. One man shared losing his job after being outed. Another spoke of mended bonds. Jordan squeezed my hand under the table, a gesture both comforting and electric. Leaving, he confessed, "I think I'm ready to tell my folks." Panic surged. "Are you sure?" The fallout. But his resolve hardened. Preparation consumed us. We role-played conversations, anticipated reactions. Jordan's voice trembled during practices, but determination grew. Meanwhile, my own turmoil bubbled. Seeing his courage mirrored my cowardice. Why couldn't I face my family? The answer, fear of loss, love, acceptance, identity. One night, as we planned over takeout, Jordan leaned in. "What about us, Alex? This connection." My breath caught. Deny or dive in. Pulled away. "We're friends. Don't complicate it." Hurt flashed in his eyes, but he nodded. The call to his parents loomed. Jordan booked a flight home for the weekend. "Come with me?" he asked. I hesitated. Support meant stepping into the fire, but refusing felt like abandonment. "Okay," I said, sealing our fates. As we boarded the plane, tension crackled. Jordan gripped the armrest, whispering, "No turning back." Little did we know, the confrontation would unravel more than secrets. It would test loyalties to the breaking point. The price of truth? Higher than imagined. The flight to Ohio felt eternal, clouds mocking our anxiety below. Jordan fidgeted, rehearsing lines in his head. I stared out the window, questioning my role. Friend? Confidant? Or something unspoken? Landing in Columbus, his parents waited at baggage claim, smiles wide. "My boys!" Evelyn hugged us. Frank pumped hands. The drive to their suburban home was small talk hell. Weather, jobs, sports. Jordan's knee bounced against mine in the back seat. A silent plea. Dinner that night was roast beef and awkwardness. Evelyn probed Jordan about dating. "Any special girl?" He choked on water. "Not exactly." Frank grunted approval for single life. After, in the guest room we shared, Jordan paced. "Tomorrow, after church." Church? The irony burned. Morning came, suits donned. We sat in pews as the pastor railed against modern sins. Jordan's face paled. Lunch followed. Family gathered. He cleared his throat. "Mom, Dad, I need to talk." The living room hushed. Jordan's voice shook. "I'm gay." Silence exploded into chaos. Evelyn gasped, tears flowing. "What? No, you're not." Frank's face reddened. "This some joke? We raised you better." Accusations flew, bad influences, city corruption. Jordan stood firm. "It's who I am." I interjected. "He's still your son." Frank turned on me. "You knew? And didn't stop it." Betrayal etched their faces. Evelyn sobbed. "What about grandkids? Our family line?" Jordan's resolve cracked, tears streaming. "I can still have a family, just not how you pictured." The argument raged hours. Frank stormed out, Evelyn pleading for therapy. Jordan refused. "I won't change." By evening, exhaustion set in. Frank returned, calmer but cold. "If this is you, fine, but don't expect us to celebrate." Evelyn hugged him weakly. "We love you, but give us time." We left the next day, atmosphere icy. On the plane, Jordan stared blankly. That went better than expected. But his eyes said otherwise, wounds fresh. Back in New York, fallout rippled. Jordan withdrew, skipping work, ignoring calls. I covered for him, but stress mounted. Our boss noticed. "Hale's slipping. Fix it or he's out." Pressure built. One night, Jordan confessed over beer. "They cut me off. No more support. Financially, emotionally, both. I need to move forward." He leaned closer, eyes searching. "With you." My heart raced. Attraction undeniable, but fear gripped. "Jord, I'm not ready." Rejection hit him hard. Then what are we? Social backlash hit next. Word spread via family grapevine. Cousins unfriending him online. Friends distancing. At a party, old college pals whispered, "Heard about Jordan? Weird, right?" I defended. "He's the same guy." But doubts crept. Was supporting him costing my relationships? My own family called, sensing something. "Everything okay up there?" Elite, burying deeper. Jordan pushed boundaries, dating openly. He brought a guy home, Mark, charming but fleeting. Jealousy surged, unbidden. "Happy now?" I snapped. He retorted, "At least I'm living." Argument escalated to shouts. "You're jealous because you're stuck in the closet." Truth stung. I stormed out, wandering streets, mind whirling. Returning, he was gone. Note: need space. Panic set in. Had I driven him away? Days without contact tortured. Work suffered, mistakes piled. Boss pulled me aside. "What's with you two? Sort it or one goes." Ultimatum loomed. I searched bars, friends' places. Found him at the support group. "Alex." Relief mixed with anger. "You pushed me away." I admitted, I'm scared, but I feel it too. Confession bridged the gap. We talked, boundaries blurring, kiss tentative, world shifting. But joy short-lived. Mark appeared, confused. Who's this? Betrayal reversed. Jordan stammered. Just a friend. Lie pierced. I fled, heart shattered. The damage? Trust eroded. Jordan chased, apologies flowing. It was nothing, but seeds of doubt planted. We reconciled uneasily, but shadows lingered. Family pressures mounted. My parents visited unexpectedly, probing. You seem off. Dodging truths, I paid the price. Isolation growing. Jordan's choices forced mine. But at what cost? Bonds frayed, ready to snap. Reconciliation with Jordan was fragile, like glass mended with tape. We navigated new territory, admitting feelings, stolen moments in the apartment. But secrecy weighed heavy. We can't tell anyone yet, I insisted. He agreed, but resentment brewed. Work became a minefield. Glances exchanged, but professionalism strained. A promotion opportunity arose, pitting us against each other. May the best man win, boss joked. But competition fueled tension. Jordan aced his interview. I faltered, mind elsewhere. He got the nod. Congrats, I said, forcing a smile. Inside, bitterness stirred. Was our us affecting fairness? Family intrusions escalated. Jordan's parents called sporadically. Awkward conversations about getting help. Mine arrived for a week, oblivious. Hiding our relationship meant separate beds. Feigned distance. Mom noticed. You two fighting? We laughed it off. But one evening, she found a photo on my phone. Us at a park, too close. What's this? Panic. Just buddies. She frowned. Be careful, Alex. Wrong crowd. Her words echoed societal prejudices, stabbing deep. After they left, Jordan exploded. When will you stand up? I countered. Like you did? Look where it got you. Alone. Hurtful but true. Social circles fractured. Friends invited us out separately. Whispers of changes. One night, at a gathering, a homophobic joke landed. Laughter ensued. I stayed silent. Jordan called me out later. You let it slide. Guilt consumed. I'm not out. He sighed. Then we're not real.
Ultimatum.
Push forward or pull back. I chose caution, widening the rift. Betrayal struck when least expected. Jordan, frustrated, confided in a coworker. Sarah, sympathetic. Rumors spread. Alex and Jordan? Together. Office buzzed. Boss summoned me. Personal lives stay personal, but distractions? Not here. Warning issued. I confronted Jordan. You told. He admitted. I needed to talk. Trust shattered again. How could you? Argument peaked. Doors slammed. Words weaponized. Maybe we're a mistake. He left, crashing at a friend's. Alone, reflection hit hard. My choices, hiding, hesitating, cost us both. I called my family, heart pounding. I'm gay. Mom gasped. No, you're not. Dad silent. Tears, questions, pleas for change. We love you, but disappointment palpable. Hang up left me hollow. Price paid. Familial warmth traded for authenticity. Jordan returned days later, bags in hand. I'm moving out. Shock? Why? Can't hide forever. You won't commit. Please fell flat. He left. Apartment echoing emptiness. Work awkward, avoided eyes, separate projects. Performance dipped. Boss noticed. Shape up. But motivation waned. Socially, isolation grew. Friends sided, labeling me closeted coward. Jordan thrived outwardly, new circle, open life. Envy mixed with regret. A crisis forced confrontation. Jordan's dad suffered a heart attack. He flew home, alone. I followed uninvited, driven by lingering care. Hospital tense. Evelyn hugged me. Frank nodded curtly. Jordan surprised. You came. We talked in the waiting room. I told my folks. His eyes softened. How'd it go? Rough. like yours. Shared pain bridged gaps. Frank recovered, but visit mended nothing fully. Back in New York, Jordan hesitated moving back. Need time. Decisions loomed. I sought therapy, unpacking internalized shame. Sessions revealed patterns. Fear rooted in societal norms, family dogma. Progress slow, but enlightening. Jordan dated casually, updates via mutual friends stinging. One evening, he called. Miss you. Meet up at our old coffee spot. Can we try again? Openly. Vulnerability raw. I nodded. Yes, but slowly. Reconciliation tentative. Built on scars. The path forward? Thorny. Office policies scrutinized relationships. We disclosed, facing HR scrutiny.
No favoritism.
Colleagues' reactions mixed. Support. Side eyes. Family thawing glacial, sporadic calls, strained. Society's gaze lingered. Judgments whispered. But awakening dawned. Living authentically, despite costs. Bonds reformed, stronger yet fragile. The price? Lost illusions, gained truths. Openly together, Jordan and I navigated uncharted waters. Dates in public, holding hands in Central Park, dinners in the village. Felt liberating yet exposing. Stares followed, some kind, others hostile. One afternoon, a passerby muttered slurs. Jordan tensed. I pulled him away. Ignore it. But ignoring bred resentment. We can't always run. His point valid, but caution my armor. Work stabilized, promotion shared credit, but whispers persisted. Nepotism? We proved worth through results, silencing doubters. Family reconciliations inched forward. My parents visited, awkward but attempting. We don't understand, but we love you. Jordan's folks similar. Evelyn sent care packages. Frank emailed gruffly. Progress, but scars remained. Holidays split, Thanksgiving with mine, Christmas his. Tensions flared. My dad's offhand comment about phases. Jordan defended. It's real. Stand taken, but exhaustion mounted. Social dynamics shifted. Old friends faded. New ones emerged from LGBTQ circles. Support groups became havens. Stories shared forging bonds. But losses hurt, childhood pals ghosting. One wedding invite rescinded. Family event. Rejection stung, highlighting societal divides. Jordan raged. I internalized. Why fight? He challenged. Because silence enables. His activism grew, volunteering at pride events, advocating. I joined hesitantly, growth spurred.
Moral del M0us.
Jordan pushed for marriage talk. Future. I balked. Too soon. But deeper, fear of commitment amid chaos. A fight ensued. You're still hiding. Truth partial, I hid from full vulnerability. Therapy helped unpack. Past betrayals bred distrust. Jordan's patience waned. Decide or lose me. Ultimatum forced choice. I want this. Vow sealed with a ring shopping trip. Symbolic. Damages accumulated. Jordan's career hit snag. Client balked at his openness. Personal values clash. Deal lost, blame indirect but real. See? Cost. He vented. I consoled, but guilt nagged. My delays prolonged suffering. My own setback. Family inheritance clause questioned. Traditional heirs. Lawyer battles loomed. Draining. Physical toll. Sleepless nights, stress headaches. Emotional therapy bills. Tears shed. Awakening peaked at a rally. Jordan spoke on stage, sharing our story. Crowd cheered. I stood proud. But backlash online, trolls, threats. Fags. We reported, but fear lingered. Home security upgraded, paranoia set. Worth it? I asked. He nodded. Freedom is. Conviction inspired, but doubts crept. Had choices been right? Betrayals mended, but echoes remained. Climax built when Jordan's ex, Mark, resurfaced. Missed you. Flirtation tempted amid our strains. Jordan confessed. Nothing happened, but I considered. Betrayals ghost-haunted. Why? Your hesitations. Argument volcanic. Accusations. Tears. We're toxic. Separation loomed. Days apart, reflection. I realized love demanded sacrifice. I proposed reconciliation therapy joint. He agreed. For us, resolution fragile, but hopeful. Lives rebuilt, new apartment, shared openly. Careers rebounded. Families warmed gradually. Society's progress aided, laws evolving, acceptance growing. But personal costs indelible. Lost friendships, familial rifts, self-doubts. Awakening profound. Authenticity's value outweighed conformity's comfort. Decisions debated internally, right or wrong. Paths diverged, converged. In the end, we stood together, facing uncertainties. Jordan's hand in mine, a testament to endurance. But the journey's toll begged reflection. Was unveiling secrets worth the wreckage, or did silence preserve more than it destroyed? The answer eluded, sparking endless debate. Was coming out the ultimate act of courage, or a reckless gamble that invited unnecessary pain?